Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris the Damn One, and I'm back with another video. You know what you gotta do: rate, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when my next video or live stream goes down. All right? I got something to be I'm gonna be talking about something tomorrow, so be on the lookout tomorrow morning for that. But without further ado, we're gonna be talking about what Anthony Davis did for the Lakers, what LeBron James did for Anthony Davis, and the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. All right. First of all, we all know that Anthony Davis was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers a couple of weeks ago, and one of the stipulations in his contract for being traded, he gets an extra $4 million. Now, if Anthony Davis was going to collect that $4 million check, that kind of limits what the Lakers can do as far as signing a max player. Anthony Davis did the Lakers a solid yesterday by waiving that $4 million kicker, meaning instead of having $27 million under the cap, now they have over $30 million over the cap. And also, the Lakers traded 4 players last night to the Wizards. That gives them plenty of flexibility to sign another max player. There's rumor and speculation that's going around that max player could be Kyrie Irving. I'll believe it when I see it. Also, LeBron James gave Anthony Davis the number 23, and now he's gonna wear the number 6 that he made famous when he was with the Miami Heat. And you know, a lot of people, there's a side note to why he chose 6 when he was a member of the Miami Heat, because he felt like they was going to win 6 championships in his stay with the Miami Heat. And that didn't happen. And do anyone remember not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5? Okay. And it was a short-lived stay with the Miami Heat. But he had some great moments in number 6. So Anthony Davis gets the number 23. So what does all this mean, as well as the future of the Los Angeles Lakers? First of all, what this means for LeBron James. I felt like, you know, LeBron James, by him allowing Anthony Davis to wear 23, he's basically saying, he's placating to Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis is probably going to be signing a max contract next season. And he's also saying that it's your team, bro. It's your team. Also, LeBron James realizes he's not going to be probably the same LeBron James that we're accustomed of seeing when he wore number 23. So by him going back to number 6, you know, he can clearly put some stipulations in this upcoming season if he falls short with that. You know, everybody loves, you know, throwing those stats around, 28, 8, and 8. Those were the stats. Which, by the way, he had those stats last year, and after coming back from injury, the team went 27 and 24 or 27. And remember when he came back, he said, "Okay, we're in playoff mode," and they didn't even get to the playoffs. Okay, so you know those stats, those stats in the West really doesn't resonate into a winning team. So, but anyway, I digress. He's going to be wearing number 6. Anthony Davis is going to be wearing number 23. And the Lakers are going to have plenty of cap space to possibly get Kyrie Irving, because, you know, to be truthfully honest with them, they'll be in the ballpark for Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard. You're starting to hear all these rumors. I think the biggest fish in that pond they would love to have is a Kawhi Leonard. Okay. But as far as the salary cap situation that the Lakers, a lot of people want to a lot of people want to hate on the Lakers by doing this deal quick to get Anthony Davis. But what people failed to realize was when Magic Johnson and the Los Angeles Lakers took their time and tried to get Anthony Davis in their own way, in their best way. The Pelicans pretty much denied them, and turned them down, and then they stopped the communication lines. Okay, because the Los Angeles Lakers, and you can blame this on LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, the Lakers organization. They tried to sort of shame the Pelicans into making a deal for them last year that, if they would have made that, they would have been the laughing stock of the league. Because the deal that they made a couple of weeks ago was the better deal. That was the best deal the Los Angeles Lakers threw out there. If anybody remember their first deal, they was talking about giving away Lance Stevenson, a Rondo, all kinds of weird things. Out my tire, low pressure thing. All kinds of weird requests, and the Los Angeles Lakers knew that. The Pelicans knew that they can get something clearly better. Okay, so it's one of those things that the Los Angeles Lakers, looking back, hindsight being 50-50, if they would have offered a better package, they would have already have Anthony Davis. Okay, but I digress from that. I feel like the future, when you talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, when you talk about their future, when you talk about competing this year, they're going to have a better roster, and the names that are being mentioned, not only the big names like the Kawhi Leonard's, I already forgot his name, Kyrie Irving, and players like that. Now they're in line to get Steph Curry, not Steph Curry, but Steph Curry, that they can get at a bargain price. They need to do deals like that, smaller deals, and break up some of that extra salary cap space to fill in the roster. Clearly, they don't have a lot of people on that roster due to trades, due to the 1-year contracts, and that it just the way it is. So to me, I feel like the best way to spend that money is to spread it around, sort of say, and give and do those mid-level deals. And you can always keep in the back burner trying to get a Klay Thompson, a Kawhi Leonard, which I don't think those two players are even thinking about or even sniffing going to the Los Angeles Lakers. I feel like they're going to stay put where they are. Maybe you got your point guard, and he already has experience with LeBron James. And when he was with LeBron James, he played very, very well for LeBron James. So, I feel like with a big man, I think Kawhi Leonard is going to be tearing it up, sort of say. All right, but that's what's going on in the world of sports, if you want to call it the more so of the Los Angeles Lakers. And a couple of weeks ago, a lot of people thought the Los Angeles Lakers did, they rushed to do that deal. But what people failed to realize was, if they didn't do that deal, there was a possibility that the Pelicans could have upped the ante if they would have waited. So a lot of people, even though a lot of people want to shame the Los Angeles, like, wow, they made a deal and they didn't make a, even though they got Anthony Davis, now they don't have enough money to get other players. When you got LeBron James on your roster, you also got Kyle Kuzma. I see some potential there. I don't see no superstar status. I don't even see star status. But I feel like you got a knockdown shooter in Kyle Kuzma, and like I done told you guys, Kyle Kuzma, he can score 30 or 40 points one night, and then the next night he's nowhere to be found. He's one of those type of players. With another year under his belt and another year playing with LeBron James, maybe that would change. Okay. But when you're talking about you got Anthony Davis, Kyle Kuzma, LeBron James, and now with this cap flexibility, you can sign a max player, or you can just sprinkle it around and sign those mid-level players. And I feel like you need to, have shooters around LeBron James more so than another big star, in my opinion, because I feel like ball movement is going to be crucial this year. And I feel like the Lakers are going to go to the playoffs. And I feel like a lot of, but by them going to the playoffs, somebody that went to the playoffs last year is probably not going to be there. A lot of people feel like it's going to be the Golden State Warriors because they're not going to have Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant due to the injuries. Plus, maybe KD maybe going to, maybe going to another team. And I told you guys what I feel about that. You can go check out those videos. I'm not gonna make this video any longer. But I feel like even with what they have on the roster, if they make some good deals on players, with Draymond Green and Steph Curry, I think they got 2 stars. They got Cook. They got a lot of players on their roster that's ready to help the Golden State Warriors to get to the playoffs, and they will make it to the playoffs because all they have to do is wait until after the All-Star break, the earliest, to get Klay Thompson. So if they, I'm not gonna make this video any longer. I'm not gonna talk about what the Golden State Warriors have to do record-wise, but there's going to be a team that's going to probably not make it to the playoffs. And a lot of people are not talking about that. Is it Sacramento? Is it San Antonio? Is it Utah? Is it the Blazers? I feel like the Suns are going to have a bounce back year. They're going to be competing for the playoffs. And you're talking about, and we're talking about the Lakers going to the playoffs, but one of those other teams are going to have to miss the playoffs. Portland, I just don't see it in those names I mentioned, but there's a possibility that Sacramento may not compete to go to the playoffs. The Oklahoma City Thunder, I forgot about them. They're going to go to the playoffs. So the teams that went to the playoffs this year: Utah, Blazers, Rockets, Golden State Warriors. Out of those, and there's 7 spots. I think those teams are not going anywhere. Then when you talk about, there's a possibility that San Antonio may not go to the playoffs. There's and then you talk, now you got 2, and I feel like San Antonio is going to the playoffs, so that's 5 spots right there. So now you got 2 spots, and did I mention the Rockets? I think I did mention the Rockets. Well, let's just say they got 6 spots. There's 7 available. So I feel like the Suns, Sacramento, and the Lakers are going to get that second spot. But keep your eyes on the Suns. Keep your eyes on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, so with that being said, I shouldn't even dabble into all that. I should wait for another video for that. But as far as what this means for the Los Angeles Lakers last night, they got plenty of cap space. They're going to be able to fill in that roster with shooters, and that's what they're in the market for, shooters. A lot of people think they're going to go after Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, To me, if I Rob Pelinka and them, I would go for shooters. I would get some mid-level deals on a lot of shooters, and they're already targeting Seth Curry, not Steph Curry, but Seth Curry. So that's a little money that's gonna probably be eaten up. They could offer a deal for JJ Redick, but I think JJ Redick is going to get a great deal from somebody, and I think Philadelphia is willing to spend the money for him. So, I think the key thing for the Lakers, get shooters, okay? To fill around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They could get Jordan. He played. He was with the Clippers. He got traded. I forgot where he got. Oh, Dallas. He went to Dallas. DeAndre Jordan. I feel like that's going to be a good backup center, or a center that can eat up a lot of minutes, so Anthony Davis can sit on the bench, or for load management. And you're going to clearly need somebody to, when LeBron James when he sits on the bench and go for his load management, you're going to need a player for that. And, so they got enough money to play with to get shooters, possibly get another star. They're gonna have to really do some, even though $30 million is a lot of money, they're still going to have to do a lot of finagling to get the shooters, plus a big name star. I don't think it's going to be. They're not going to be in the market for Kevin Durant. They're not going to be in the market for Kawhi Leonard. They're not going to be in the market for Kyrie Irving. I'm sorry, not Kyrie Irving. I do feel like they're probably in the market for Kyrie Irving, and they're probably in the market for Jimmy Butler, but at a discount price, a reduced deal. Okay, but the Rockets are willing to pay the max for Jimmy Butler. So that's another time for another story. So I'm done. I feel like if you have to grade this, I feel like the Lakers did very, very good yesterday, and it lines them to get some other assets, some other players to fill in that roster. Okay, LeBron James giving his 23. I think that's showing signs that he can recruit. And also I think by him doing that, I think that decision, it helps Anthony Davis, but it also helps LeBron James. So, I'm not going to give him a lot of kudos points for that, but I'm gonna give him some for that. Okay. So, so now people, when they talk about, he couldn't, LeBron James was never a good recruiter. You have to give him some of the credit of recruiting Anthony Davis. He's been talking to him all for the past couple of years. So, in as far as joining the Los Angeles Lakers, and I think Rob Pelinka needs some credit for that. A lot of people felt like Magic gone, and they're not going to get another star player. Technically, people in line, Magic is the sole reason why LeBron James went to the Lakers. I think LeBron was going to Los Angeles, even if Magic wasn't even recruiting him. So, it is what it is. But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am out of here. Deuces.